A tournament for the ages, and a streak ends. And hold your head up high, Mac. We're so damn proud of you. Let's break down this entire shindig right now. This is Teal Town Live. Yeah, nice job, Eric. You effed up the intro. Good evening, everyone. It is February 22nd, 2026. The Americans remember that date very well. And it's a date to remember once again for American hockey fans as we welcome you to Teal Town Live as we recap the entire 2026 Olympic hockey tournament. If you want to be part of the show, chat with us and fellow hockey fans all over the world and in Sharks territory. Where's my stuff? Damn it. On the YouTube page or the app. Here, screw it. I'm going to use the technologist stuff. Where it went? There we go. Chat with us on the YouTube page or the app. You can interactivate with us through the socials. Support the podcast, of course. Hit us up on Venmo at Teal USA on Venmo or live right now in a super chat donation. Find everything at tealtownusa.com. With that, hi, Ian.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
Fine.
Oh, okay. See, guys? See, everyone? He's fine. He's fine. Okay.
I'm not mad. Don't put in the newspaper that I was mad.
Oh, boy. I get a text message from Ian, and I'd gone to take a nap, and I'm like, so we're recapping this thing, right? I was like, I almost want to be like, are you okay? You feeling okay?
Yeah. I'm a Sharks fan.
Right. So,
You can't hurt me.
There's the case. Yes, I'm a Sharks fan. I've gone through heartbreak many times.
You hurt me.
Oh boy. Yeah. Shark_Teal. I won't be here for the live, but wanted to say thanks, Teal Town, for a great Olympic coverage. Can't wait for the Shark season to resume and hopefully see them continue to make a push for the playoffs. Absolutely. And we appreciate you joining us in their south to west. This one was for the ages. Yeah. You got all kinds of reaction going on. Wowie. I've now seen U.S. win gold. Now I want to see Sharks win the cup. I don't think we're far off, my friend.
I hope so. Yeah.
Kathy, hello. Welcome back, homies. But more importantly, Ian, are you still coming?
Yeah, of course I am. I mean, you look at. I mean, it's really sad that the first time everyone's going to meet me in person, I'm going to, probably spontaneously combust in a Team USA jersey. But a bet's a bet, and it's not the way I wanted to meet everybody. However, a bet's a bet, and I'm a man of my word.
Who did you make that bet with?
That would be Jules.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. Jules actually won a bet?
Mark it down.
On earth?
Oh, mark it down. There's a first time for everything.
Okay, for your sake and for all of us, all I'm going to say is we better make the playoffs now. We got to make the playoffs now.
I love it. Oh.
Yeah. So,
I mean, it's, if there's any small consolation, I don't have to pack my Team Canada jersey for her to wear now. So that leaves me a little more room on my luggage because it was definitely coming. And look at, I mean, again, person of my word. So if you see me and you're like, well, this guy's not Canadian, he's got a Team USA jersey. No, I just lost a bet. I'm very Canadian. It's gonna hurt me. It's gonna hurt me deep inside.
Can we can't have you do this at your first Sharks game.
No, we're getting it out of the way. 100%. We're getting it out of the way. Nice and early. Done.
Really?
Yeah.
Ian.
Yeah, no. I wanted to get over and done with.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that's what we're gonna do. We already agreed on it.
And AJ with a DM from us, but I'll get to the. Hey, Ian, the men's and women's hockey teams won gold And the
Talk your
sport is no
shit.
longer recognized to Canada. Care to comment? Oh my god.
Um, look it. Uh, I think this is. I look at this is the only I think thing that just if you want to get under my skin, I think this is the way. This is the way to do it. Um, it's fine. Look at I give full marks to the US for winning this tournament. This idea that somehow we lose one tournament and Canada and like you lost hockey forever is really silly coming from a country that's got one gold medal in 46 years.
Yeah.
That's my comment. Uh, Look, it's good, right? I talked a lot during this entire tournament about how the US really needed to win one of these things. And now they have, and that's good. And I'm not taking anything away from them. I the idea that if you watch that game and your takeaway is that Canada is just suddenly not good at hockey anymore, I don't think it's the same hockey game. Like regardless of the outcome, again, the outcome is what it is. Full marks to the Americans. But if you watch that game and your takeaway is Canada's not good at hockey anymore, I don't know.
Yeah, no. Ruben, I beg to differ on the poutine. I haven't tried the ketchup chips, but I beg to differ on the poutine. I am so bummed Smokes Poutineering is no longer in Berkeley. So yes, no, stop it. Um, check your DMs, by the way.
Yes. Check my DMs. Oh no, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sharks Last. Ketchup chips are awesome, but I need to try poutine. Oh, Kathy, wait a minute. Well, Ian looks up stuff. Uh, Kathy, how did you not have? Me and AJ raved about the poutine at freaking at the tank. Oh my gosh. Jerry F in the super chat. Thank you very much. Thanks as usual for the awesome coverage. My youngest son and I are enjoying the show. We can't wait for the return of Sharks hockey. Yes, we appreciate it, Jerry F. I mean that is great. Gordo mentioning what about bags of milk? I forgot about the bags of milk you guys have up there.
that's not that's a very regional thing though. Like I think that's like I don't think that's across the whole country. The bags of milk. I think it's a very
Mm.
Ontario Quebec thing, but I could be wrong on that.
Well, yeah, I mean that is more on the French Canadian side. But although I've seen different stuff, I remember I went out with Gentry many times to smokes, and you'd have like a Thanksgiving style, and AJ saying all dress chips are awesome. Yes, yes they are.
Hmm?
Um, yes they are. Uh, yes,
This was as
gotcha.
shocking as the 1996 World Cup. Yeah, World Cup. Like again, full marks, man. I'm not here to tell you like that that it doesn't mean anything or whatever, right? Like I've seen a lot of really dumb stuff online about like excuses, right? Like, oh well, if McKinnon doesn't miss the net, it's a different game. Yeah, of course. But you'd say that for how many hockey games, right?
Right.
If it's not 3-on-3 in overtime, doesn't matter. It is 3-on-3 in overtime. Like there's no I'm not here to make excuses.
But here's my other thing too is that there were so many chances.
Yeah.
I mean, the 5-on-3, then another penalty near the end of regulation, breakaways. What McDavid, Mac had one, and we'll talk about Mac in just a jiffy here.
Mhm.
But I mean, uh, Canada definitely had chances to get this in, and full marks to Connor Hellebuck on
Oh,
in this
100
game.
like
Oh my god.
I don't think there is a person who needed that game more than Connor Hellebuck did. You know what I mean? Like uh for a guy who his the thing is he can't win the big game. Even though he was outstanding in the Four Nations and Connor McDavid gets left in the slot, not his fault really. But obviously NHL playoffs have been kind of a nightmare for him. Uh, so for him to have like this game and kind of show that yeah he can win the big game. Now obviously he's going to have to do it in the NHL too at some point, but I mean he was that stick save. on was it Devin Tays, I guess, right?
Right.
I mean, saved the game.
That
Absolutely
yeah,
saved the
that
game.
and Devon Taves, that was I mean, that's got to be, and I'll agree with what Dangle said in his little recap. That might be the greatest Olympic hockey save with NHL players at the very least, if not
I
everything else. I
Off
mean,
the top of my head, I'd have a hard time topping it
yeah,
without going back and poring over the footage. But I don't
right.
recall. I don't recall I can't recall a save where in that situation where you're just like holy like that game like without that save like again uh could the game end differently if he doesn't make that save? Yeah, but that's not the timeline we live in. And
Yeah,
he did make the save, and whether it was desperation or whatever, I mean it saved the game for the Americans.
yeah, a huge stop, great save, and give credit to Jordan Bennington too. He had one early on in overtime where he stops a one timer that he gets just a little bit of his glove hand on to keep it interesting. But
Yeah, I maybe I don't like looking back. I probably don't like the first goal very much, but I think the overtime goal, I don't really fault him. I mean, they just catch him going left to right. Uh, the defensive coverage is kind of a mess. And they get him going left to right and they put it through the 5 hole. I mean, it it looks like a bad goal, but really when you're looking at how wide open and the fact that he has to respect both people, like he has to respect obviously everyone on the ice. He has to respect the shot. He has to respect the pass. I don't really fault him. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh well, maybe the whole Bennington experience experiment should be over at this point. And I think it surprises me that they went to him given the way his season went, but I don't really put this loss on him.
no, no, I think more than anything, you look at the glorious amount of chances. I mean,
Mhm.
yes, America looked dominant that first minute. Then Canada comes on strong. I think for pretty much the rest of the regulation, outside that Boldy goal, which by the way, that was very fancy.
Mhm.
But I mean, I thought Canada really dominated this game. They just
I mean,
this off.
the shots they outshot them too. For every two shots, for every shot the American put on net, the Canadians put two.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it was, that's why I said, and that's why just tongue in cheek to Ruben. I'm like, if you went away from that game thinking that Canada's just not good at hockey, I don't, the U.S. was just better at hockey suddenly, and the U.S. is
right.
just not good anymore. Like we didn't watch the same game, but I think that yeah, I mean like but I thought Jordan Bennington he was fine. I don't blame him for losing. I mean, it was just that whole play was kind of a mess. In When the Americans got in the zone there, got guys pinching, not really getting back fast enough. And I think that's what happens though when Connor McDavid and Nathan McKinnon were basically getting double shifted all game.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and
that's going to come back and bite you in the ass when you get to overtime like that.
and to do this game without Sidney Crosby, I thought they played an incredible game without Sid. But yeah, definitely a lot of
Yeah, 100%. It sucks, right? Because when we talked about the US Canada women's game, and
yeah,
we talked about Hillary Knight going out as an Olympic champion. It sucks that Sidney Crosby, even if he played and the end result is still the same, like it sucks that his Olympic tournament ended in the press box. And let's be honest, Sidney Crosby's what, 38, 39. Like there's chances are he is not going to the 2030 Olympics.
I was just gonna say, you think there's maybe an inkling of it for 2030, but yeah, you're looking at 43. But I mean, there's definitely a change going to happen with Team Canada. There's going to be a lot. They'll be definitely a little more younger. I mean, you're going to
Yeah,
see Bedard.
by
You're going to
by
see
div-
Schaefer.
yeah, I mean, and that's going to happen. I mean, that's going to happen for the Americans too, though, right? Like it's 4 years. Like a lot can change in 4 years. There's going to be guys that are going to age out, and they're going to get backfilled by some of these younger guys that are coming up. Maybe like you look at some, like for the Americans, you're going to look at like some of these guys that were big pieces of those World Junior teams, right?
Hmm.
um like maybe they get to step up and step into the to some of those roles, right? And it's gonna be the same for Team Canada. Like is Brad Marchand going to be there? Probably not. Is Tom Wilson going to be there? Probably not. Sidney Crosby, I probably not, right? I just because
Yeah.
of the age, like I can't imagine Sidney Crosby being there in 4 years. I think Sidney Crosby has the fountain of youth. So like, would it be completely outside the realm of possibility? No. I mean, if you, I'm sure if he really wants to stick around that long, but most guys don't, right?
Right. And 4 years is quite a bit of a time.
It's a long time, right? So there's going to be, and that's, and so you're going to have guys that are going to have to step into those roles and step up. Like Macklin Celebrini is going to be a big part of that team in 2030, and then like, um, if a guy like Matthew Schaefer could be on that team, you mentioned Connor Bedard, another guy who could be on that team. It's just, and that's what's cool about this rivalry now, is because before this most recent stretch, you know, like the Americans would have decent teams, but they weren't as deep. This American team gets deeper and deeper every cycle.
Right.
So it's going to be like, this is going to be a rivalry for a long fucking time.
Yeah. I think it just makes it a whole lot more uh, of a rivalry now that the Americans have won. And let me ask you, what's, I mean, obviously there's shock and disappointment up there, but what's been the vibe up in Canada right now?
I haven't really talked to I hadn't really talked to anybody today, other, like I haven't, so I don't really, I wish I had a good vibe check. I mean, I don't, I don't go on social media very often.
Yeah, I'd be glad you didn't today. Oh my
Oh,
god.
I will like poke on, and there's been a couple times there I poked on, and like, I just like, nope. Nope. Because here's the thing about social media, like, especially now, right? Social media is there just to piss you off. And I know I'm supposed to be the angry Canadian robot. But like, I don't like being pissed off. Like, again, I'm not telling anyone how they should, use their social media or whatever, but like, I just think it's there to piss you off. And I think if you want to be pissed off, great, have at it. I don't want to be pissed off all the time. So I very, very much limit my use. And again, like, I don't want to like, I don't, again, I'm not here to like talk about like some of the bullshit excuses that I'm hearing, right? Like, oh, if Sid was there, it'd be different. Maybe, but he wasn't, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is I always say this is the timeline we live in. Is there a timeline where the Sharks win the Stanley Cup in 2016? Sure, I'm sure it's out there. That's not the one we live on.
No, that only happens in the movies, it seems like. But let's talk about Macklin Celebrini.
Yeah,
What an incredible tournament for him. 5 goals, 5 assists, is on the Olympic All Star team.
yeah,
I mean, I think he led everybody in goal scoring. So
he did. He was the goal scoring leader for the entire tournament, which is awesome. I mean, I'm just glad that everyone gets to see what we already knew,
mhm.
especially people like because obviously Macklin Celebrini, like there's obviously a lot of talk about Macklin Celebrini. Obviously, like I don't think you'd have to be living under a rock to not know, but I think hearing about how good he is and seeing how good he is, especially for a team that doesn't play in the Eastern time zone,
Sure. No,
right?
I get
Like
that.
I
Yeah.
think there often becomes time where like you kind of know a player is good, but if they play out west, they get all the love they deserve? Generally not.
No.
Um, so I think like I'm glad people see like what we've seen all season. But I mean, from a Sharks fan perspective, I mean, this guy was just big. Like again, okay, he didn't score today, but he had chance after chance after chance. And if it was, and Connor Hellebuck again played out of his mind today. So I don't think like any of this. I've even seen people being like, "Oh, well, Matt couldn't get it done in the big game, typical Shark," and I'm like, "Fuck off!" Like,
Yeah, no. No, I
like
get that.
what are we even talking about, right?
Yeah.
Um, but like I think like with Macklin Celebrini, it not only it makes me obviously excited as a Sharks fan because this is the guy that's going to lead the charge for the team, and if he can do it at 19 years old on and play those minutes on Team Canada, then like think of how lucky the fuck we are.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just it's incredible. You know, we're very fortunate, and the impact that Mac has had is just on the Olympics alone. I mean, we talked about it before. Jonathan Becker, Sharks president, is literally just talked about how all the games remaining in the Sharks' home schedule in the regular season are virtually sold out,
Yeah.
and it's an incredible testament to what he's done, and his ability to do it. You know, so um, now that I've heard some stuff and about how we talked about narratives,
Hmm.
this morning, and how it would be huge for Team USA, Connor Hellebuck,
Hmm.
Austin Matthews, which okay, he was fine today. You know,
I think Austin Matthews gets a lot of shit that he doesn't deserve.
is it mainly because he's a Leaf or the Leaf
Yeah, that
captain per
helps.
se?
Yeah, that probably helps, right? I mean, there's no bigger cottage industry than hating the Leafs. I don't know, man. Like, I think I mean, I watched
I
the
love you,
game
AJ.
today.
They wouldn't be sold out, but Ian announced he was flying in and fucked it all.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. I thought maybe the points like he didn't have like maybe the points of a Celebrini or whatever, but I think like he was good on and off the puck this game. Like I thought he was good this game. I don't know. Like he wasn't. I don't think he was a passenger in this. I think is what I'm trying to say.
No, I get you. I get you. My thing though, and then I saw TSN did piece afterwards. The switch has gone to Connor McDavid now, and they brought up the two losses in this Cup final. Even though he was named, Conn Smythe winner one year, had another incredible year in the playoffs last year. He led the team in points. It doesn't seem fair that you can pin that on him. Is it? I hope he doesn't become the 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 guy that they pin the blame on now, as he's
I
most likely going to wear the C permanently in the next Olympic cycle.
Yeah, I mean he's going to be the captain going forward. If Sidney Crosby, if this is truly it for Sidney Crosby, it's Connor McDavid's team. That's probably reality, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. Again, he had. It's not like he didn't have chances today. Like, okay, there's a couple times where he probably needed to not skate the puck into Connor Hellebuck, who's a million feet tall, and you're not going to beat him if you skate into him with the puck. But I don't. I don't know. I think it's just dumb. I think it's just it's a dumb narrative. I don't put this on him.
Right.
Again, Canada had 40 million shots on goal. I'm sure it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't 40 million, but it was 40 something.
Felt like it sometimes.
It felt like it sometimes, right? Like this Connor Hellebuck was great. And again, I'm not trying to take anything away from the US victory here, and I don't want anyone to take that away from this show. But Canada had plenty of chances
Yeah.
to win this fucking game. It wasn't like that. You would think that with the way that people are talking, that the U.S. came and they just stormed in, and it was the shots on goal were 47-2 USA, and they won 2-1 in overtime somehow, despite Canada only having two shots on goal. Like right,
Yeah.
like that's how you would think like this game went. Um, no, I don't. I think it's dumb. I think that again, like is I hate to go back to the Four Nations, but like because the Four Nations is not the Olympics, right?
No.
I mean, it's a second tier best on best tournament. It's gonna be the World Cup. It's gonna be the same thing, right? But I mean, like,
Gary, he not me.
did we forget who scored the game winning goal in that? Like, I just
Connor McDavid
it
alone in front. Austin
I don't.
Matthews, among others, left him behind. Left him alone.
I think the thing that bugs me about hockey, right, is that a lot of people talk about hockey like it's football or basketball, where one guy is supposed to just take over the like just do everything, right?
Right.
And hockey is not that sport. It just isn't, right? And I don't know what he's supposed to do at this point. I don't know. I guess he should go into the GM's office and trade for some better defense, and and trade Stuart Skinner 2 years before they finally traded him. Like I don't know what he's supposed to do.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I mean, he's done it all, and that's the thing. You can't fault it. You
I
know.
don't.
And I know some people were saying on the watch along, it's like, well, they the Americans played defensively and just got lucky with their goal, and I'm like, I can see that, but they prevented see. I'm trying not to say the phrase that Warsaw's got embedded in our brains, but like I
I
get
don't
it,
think
but
the Americans turtled. Like
no, no,
I
but
don't know. I don't
but
want to get myself in trouble.
no,
I
no,
just
but this kind of switching gears here
okay.
overall before we get ourselves in trouble.
Well, no, I don't know, man. Like again, like did we watch the same game? I don't think we did.
No, I don't. I think so. But this was a fun tournament
Couple
all
of things
around.
before we
Oh,
before we change gears
go
here.
go.
A couple of things that were really cool. Obviously, um, bringing out Johnny Gaudreau jersey
Oh
and his
yeah.
kids on the ice. Like I think that was super cool. Like obviously, like Johnny Gaudreau tragically taken too soon, and like he would have absolutely been on this team,
Oh yeah.
right? So I think the fact that you know to get his kids on the ice and everything for that, I thought that was I'm like fucking emotional just fucking talking about it right now.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just it warms you up because it's just so incredible and so just crazy and everything and such. What? Oh,
Like yeah, it's like
you just
I
see.
think that was really cool. That was great, and just like oh man, like
Yeah. Uh,
yeah. Is John Swenson asking, is everyone okay with 3-on-3 OT? I don't love it. I understand why they do it, right? Like you have to understand this is the Olympics. They have things that they have to do. They don't want a 5 period. They don't want a 5 OT 5-on-5 slog, right? And I think that for what you want it ended quickly, but you don't want it ended in a shootout. So how's the best way to do that? 20 minutes of 3-on-3.
yeah.
Chances are you're never going to play if you play more than one period of 3-on-3 overtime, like that would be a feat in itself. And
Right.
given how defensively we like to play overtime now, maybe that's coming. But I think for what it is for in the Olympics,
Yeah.
I think it works for the Olympics, right? And again, like I understand people saying, "Oh, you want a game like that decided the proper way," but I mean, this is the rules. We knew the rules going in. They've been like this for a long time, and it's better than a shootout. I mean, the worst thing would be you know ending in a shootout because we've seen before.
Right.
A long time ago, we watched a lot. We watched a couple of gold medal games end in a shootout, and I think that is way worse way to end a game than 3-on-3. Right. So I think given the time constraints of the Olympics and everything, it's not perfect, but don't let perfect be the enemy of good.
I concur. I concur. Um, Another thing I should mention is Brock Nelson. I mean, the Americans have won 3 gold medals in 66 years. You know, Nelson's grandfather is Bill Christian,
Mm-hmm.
who won gold in 1960. Uh, his late great uncle Shirley used to describe it. Roger Christensen was also, Bill's older brother was also part of the 1960. Dave Christian was part of the Miracle on Ice team.
Brock
Another
Nelson looks like he's old enough to have played on the American Ice team.
I
He's a
get you.
ringer.
I get you. And he had a great shot in this tournament, and but this tournament was great, and especially for for the four Sharks players. I mean, Pavel Regenda,
Oh man,
his stock
someone.
went up big time.
Yeah, I'm so fascinated to see what the Sharks do with Pavlo Regenda, because I think it's something like it's somewhere where you again he's a Group 6 unrestricted free agent. So if he doesn't, if Mike Greer thinks that he wants to keep him around, he needs to get pen to paper in front of him very quickly. And if he doesn't, he needs to trade him because
Yeah,
his value is never going to be higher.
and to think you
I'm
traded
not saying it's like first round value or whatever, right? But I
no.
think that like Pavlo Regenda at the start of the season to Pavlo Regenda now, like it's, I still think you could probably make him a part of a pretty decent trade.
I
And
mean,
yeah, I mean he had a great tournament. I hope Mike Greer puts a piece of paper in front of him and keeps him around, but we'll see what happens.
you got him for Justin Bailey.
Yeah,
I mean, no disrespect to Justin, and he's doing
no,
well for the goals, but I mean that's looking like Barabana for Auntie Suomela, and
yeah,
you
it's a nice little it's a nice little move by Mike Greer.
yeah. So, but I mean, Wenberg played fine and didn't really get on the scoreboard. I mean, Kurashev contributed a couple of times for the Swiss. Nice to see. Overall, your thoughts on the whole tourney?
It was great. I mean, I love look at. I think if you've been around here long enough, as much as I love my country, as much as I love the San Jose Sharks, I think that like the game. I just love the game of hockey, and I hope that's what people get out of this. Is that I just love the game, right?
Right.
And so I mean, I love all this shit, man. Best on, but like Four Nations was a
Uh,
goofy drink eating tournament, but I fucking loved it because it's just great hockey. I watched the Stanley Cup Finals from start to its conclusion every year. The only year I I missed some of the playoffs because I was too fucking heartbroken to watch them was after the reverse sweep. I don't think I watched the next two rounds. And then I watched the Stanley Cup Final that year.
which made you even more sick to your stomach.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it did. You're right. 100% it did because the fucking Kings won. But that was like the only time where I was like, just where something happened so bad that I'm like, no, I can't. I just fucking can't.
No, I get
Right. And so, I mean, like, so yeah, I love this shit, man. I love the Olympics. I love watching all the little countries try and make their own little story. I love watching, like looking for upsets and shit like that. Like this hockey was so fucking good.
yeah.
It's going to be a massive pain a little bit, except for I'll be there live, so it won't hurt as
Yeah,
much.
no, of course, of course.
But like to go back to, it's like, oh yeah, right. And I have to go watch a blue line that has Mario Ferraro on it. Fuck.
Oh wow,
Um
Canadian Mario Ferraro. Jeez, God, wow, Ian, wow. Uh, and yes, Felix, you're absolutely right. Also, shout out to the ladies too. The women's tourney, what I could catch was
Yeah,
great.
I'm not like a I'm not gonna pretend and sit here and pretend like I'm a huge women's hockey fan. Like I watch a lot of hockey, not a lot of it's women's hockey. Maybe that makes me a bad person. I don't know.
No, no,
But
no.
but I caught some of the games obviously on the women's side. Like I try to, if Canada was on, I'd definitely throw it on and watch. But yeah, I mean that it's again, I think there's some good hockey there. I just wish it was more competitive outside of the United States and Canada because I feel like after 20 whatever years it's been, it probably should be, right?
It should be. I'm I was very happy that the games were somewhat competitive. I mean, yes, the US only allowed 2 goals in the entire tournament, which, is and they looked like a juggernaut, from the first game onward
Yeah,
until they ran into Canada, honestly.
I thought they were going to buzzsaw Canada that game. So I was, I
Same.
was pleasantly surprised when the Canadian women played them as hard as they did. And like I was again like it sounds corny, but like I was uh, so proud of them for what they did because I thought they were going to get fucking buzzsawed because they'd been buzzsawed for what their last 7 meetings or whatever. And then you look at what the U.S. did, and as far as like the goal totals and the lack of goals that they scored against. Now, again, some of that is because it's a 2 team sport still somehow, but but still credit where credit's due, right?
Right. I mean, absolutely. I mean, it's again, like I said, it's nice to see that there was a little bit more competition, but these two are just the elite among each other, and it's always a great one. Felixine, does anybody know if this was MPP's last rodeo at the Olympics? By the way, I think
I don't.
she's
I
going
think she
to
has one more.
2030.
Yeah, I think she's got one more in her.
Yeah, I really do, and she's a freaking beast for the Victoire in the
Best player in the world.
PWHL. Oh my gosh, absolutely! And hats off to Hillary Knight. Way to finish your Olympic career with the tying goal on a tip
Yeah,
and get the gold.
again, right? She goes out as a champion, and like that's the I think that's the only thing that like if I'm bummed out about one thing about the Olympics is that Sidney Crosby, who granted has gold medals and Stanley Cups. It's not like his trophy case is empty, but it's always nice to go out as a champion. So I guess the Penguins have to win the Stanley Cup this year.
And
That's the
and
rules.
and then also congrats to her being engaged to
Yeah,
Brittany Bo on there. What? Oh, and Shark and Jules saying Ian's going to look great in the U.S. jersey.
fucking hell! I'm gonna like spontaneously burst into flames. Is what's gonna happen. I just want you to know that's what you're forcing.
Gotcha. Yes, I know. I get it. Yeah, just unbelievable. But now we do get back into the NHL and the last stretch of the season, which you know basically less than 2 months worth, and you're still playing well over a quarter of the season left.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at the standings, I know the league or the Sharks kind of stumbled in the last part of that road trip, but now it's like a big homestand coming up,
Big
and they
and
better
big.
freaking one for Ian.
Yeah, yeah, it'd be nice. I need
Please
to see
don't
this.
do this to him right now.
Don't do this to me right now. That's the last thing I need. No, I mean, like, that's the thing, right? It's like as bummed out as I am today about Canada not winning, and I'm sure as miserable as I looked at the end of that live stream, which is why we do this, right? So you can see how miserable Ian looks live, and you can see his heartbreak in real time. But like the sun comes up tomorrow, and tomorrow when the sun comes up, I'm one day closer to getting on a plane for San Jose. So I don't know. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. So we'll be back on our regular schedule for that.
No, oh, Cash, no one wants to hear me sing.
Oh God. If
No
if
one wants that.
wait,
Trust me.
if you want to hear Ian sing, look up Pucknology After Dark,
Oh
Game
man,
5
Game
versus
Five
LA.
versus the Los Angeles Kings in
Yes.
2016. 19, yes, in
19.
19.
What?
Back on the early internet.
Oh boy.
Back
Yes.
in 2016, I guess that would be right. I was
Right.
on the way to the Stanley Cup.
Yep.
God, Ian was an idiot.
How dare you? Yes. Cats and Rats. Sun does come back, and we turn back to our NHL coverage. Yep. Even with the Jabs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jabs being out. Yep. Oh shit, Cash. Careful, Ian. With the sun will come out. Jules might burst into. Oh dear Lord! And you got to drive with her on Saturday morning with me and Amanda and your wife. Oh boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh boy. Anything to add, my friend? Oh, I guess a super chat.
All
Hey,
right, yeah,
hold
let's
that
do that.
thought. Thomas Cherry with the 499 super chat. Thank you very much. The USA wins and maybe changes the narrative of hockey supremacy as the world catches up. Maybe it may be the most even Olympics in 2030.
I hope so. Look at I think it's good for the game of hockey, right? You want some of these other countries to obviously catch up a little bit. I mean, I like winning, don't get me wrong, but like
All right.
um yeah, look at I think it's again like whatever brings the best hockey, right? And I think that you know, the USA, like again, credit to what they've done. They won a tournament, and now they can, now there's room for I think for them to talk about like how it's their time or whatever. And we'll find out. Like again, there's probably gonna be a World Cup in 2 years, and there's gonna be another Olympics in four, and the goal now is they got to keep it going, right? And for Canada, we got to say no. Our sport dummies, give it back, and that's and that's what we get to do in 2 years, and what we hopefully get to do in 2 years, and then definitely again in four. And I honestly I can't wait. Like and if it brings if the hockey is this good at the World Cup and at the next Olympics, I mean, shit, everyone wins, in my opinion.
Right. No, I completely compare, especially on the women's side, if that's the case. For it.
Yes, absolutely.
So, just an incredible ride, and kudos to you, but huge kudos to Jules and Tyler who ran a
Who
lot of
did
our
both of
watch
the live
alongs.
streams?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, stick taps to you, gang, for doing, and thank you all for watching on our chats. So, um, no, we did not bet that Ian thing Stockton. No, he's not going to Stockton. 2030 in France will be awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait. Right, like it's gonna be good. And I can't again. I can't. I love this shit. I love this fucking game. Like I love it.
I'm very appreciative of you guys sharing this game with us, because it's absolutely wonderful to enjoy, and Ian gets to enjoy how we do how we get to do hockey in the Bay Area.
I don't
And I
know if
look
the
for
porcupine's in this one.
I don't know, I think it is.
All my
I thought
pictures are broken. Where's my
Yeah,
pictures?
they should be in here.
Let me
Oh,
find it. I will find it. Give
I
me a
got you.
second.
I got you. I got you. There you go.
Oh yeah, one last Olympic porcupine further out.
And
There you
and
have it.
and not to dig, but this is probably what Canada feels right now.
That's what you're gonna run into the next time we play. Oh yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good.
That poor dog.
Poor puppy.
That is what we ran into.
Yeah, but nonetheless, it'll be fun. It'll be fun getting back to Sharks hockey, as they will make a playoff push. Please make a playoff push, especially with the 6-game homestand they got coming up. Let's see, 27, 24, and 4. So they've played 55 games, so 27 games.
27 games left.
Yeah.
Big homestand. There's no new logo. I can't. We lost, man. It's fine. I had a Teal Town. Let me see if I can upload it quick.
You pulled that up. There's another one I have to pull up for you too.
I was gonna change the website. And then
no, don't change the website. What are you
I was
doing?
going to change the website logo. It was going to be awesome, but this is what everyone almost got to see on the website, but it didn't happen. Did not happen. I was going to replace the logo for a day, but it did not.
Oh, jeez. Okay, that would have been fair, but nonetheless, City of San Ramon, if you are watching, I need you to do this. I need you to do this, please. Come on. Wait, why are you not coming up? Come on. Congratulations, San Ramon native Austin Matthews goal. Come on. Digging deep into your roots. He was there when he was born for like a month or so, but that's not the point. Come on. Let's make this happen.
You got to put the sign up on the highway.
Oh, God. Yes. No, trust. Don't think I'm going to. Yeah, don't think I'm going to. Oh, although I will say the Leafs put out a tweet celebrating, Matthews getting gold.
Oh, I'm sure that went over well.
Oh, God. Yeah. No. All right. Yeah. Does Sarah don't even know about us? They probably don't. But nonetheless, that's what we're here for, to bring awareness to it. So, in that case, in case you missed it or you want to watch this again, check us out on tealtownusa.com or wherever you get your podcasts. The audio version of this will be up shortly. How did
I
that happen?
did it.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's
I
fine.
think we hit it at the same time. The audio version will be up shortly on this one. If you're liking our YouTube content, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Tell a friend or 100. We are growing this thing, and at one time I was hoping to beat Brody Brazil to 100,000 subscribers, but
We got a long way to go.
we got a long way to go, unfortunately, all of a sudden. So, uh, Ian, your final thoughts.
Congratulations to Team USA on winning both the men's and women's tournament. We will do this again. It'll be fun, and we'll get our revenge. We
Oh,
will
yeah.
have our revenge.
Hey, it just makes the World Cup in 2 years mean a
So
whole lot
again,
more.
like, and when you see me and you're like, I thought this guy was Canadian. On what, Sunday, I guess it would be, right?
Yeah, Sunday.
On Sunday. So when you see me on Sunday, if you're at the game and you see me and you're like, I thought this guy was Canadian. Now he is Canadian. He just lost a bet. It's fine.
Yeah.
Come say
Oh,
hi. Come say hi,
yes. Come say hi to Ian.
please.
My final thought is while we're looking forward to Ian being in town starting Saturday, um, this is what it's all about. This is why we love sports. The friendly, the passion, the competition, and everything of it all. We're so damn proud of Macklin Celebrini, and I think a little bit of us kind of got into thinking the narrative, the storybook was actually going to come into play, especially on that breakaway he had against Canada of it, and then because it hadn't happened in 46 years, I think, at least for me, I was shocked when that puck went in by Jack Hughes because it just that never happens.
I
Canada
was
finds a way,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
I thought we were gonna be in for, like, I didn't think the overtime was gonna be over that quick.
yeah, no, I was getting ready for like two overtimes because that's what it was. But
So Tiger talking about Bill Guerin. You know what though? Like, for all the shit that Bill Guerin got, right? Because, like, this was the narrative, like, on Bill Guerin. It's like, oh my god, he built a team to beat Canada by one goal in the gold medal game. Well, guess what? That's what the team did. So I guess, there's always talk about how, you know there's always, well, what if this guy should have been there and that guy should have been there, whatever. And
right,
obviously you're seeing that from a lot of Canadian fans right now. But, like, you know, for all the shit that I gave Bill Guerin over the course of these teams being announced and everything, tip of the hat. You built a team you're the team you built to do exactly the thing you wanted them to do is exactly what they did. So
yeah.
what the fuck do I know?
Nonetheless, it's gonna be fun. But appreciate the sport and what it brings. But we will be back with you Thursday for sure, uh, following Sharks and Flames and all the excitement coming up around this homestand as well.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff that Ian's going to experience and hopefully at least
Yeah, and
one
I'm
win.
looking really forward. Again, like, the sun comes up tomorrow, and it's gonna be, what, 5 days away,
Yeah,
4 days away. I don't know,
5 days
fucking what
away.
anymore. 5 days away. So
So, but it wasn't a miracle, but hopefully it hasn't
no, yeah,
lasted.
don't call it that. I think calling this a miracle.
No.
The reason why, look at you, do you, American hockey fans, but to me, this is why you don't call it, because I think it just does such a disservice to how far that USA hockey has come over the last 40 years. So if you want to call it a miracle, look at you, do you, you're Americans, your team, you do what you want. But I think if you refer to this as a miracle, you are doing such a gross disservice to how far your hockey programs come.
Right. I mean, this was an even matchup. The one in 1980 was, it shouldn't have even been that
Well, no,
close.
exactly, right. The
Soviets
the
should have
thing that the
dominated.
thing that matters, right, is,
Yeah.
like, the reason why that was a miracle is because the Russians had their amateurs,
Yeah.
who all came over at 35 and won, rookie of the year or whatever. Um,
Right.
and they got beat by a squad of college kids. Yeah, that was a miracle because it was pro hockey players masquerading as amateurs against a squad of kids. But I mean, this is a culmination of putting things in place like the national team development program and really. making sure that these players are developed properly and just building upon generation from Mike Madonna to Patrick Kane to to now you've got Austin Matthews and Jack Eichel. Like that took time to build, and I think that's why calling it a miracle is such a disservice, because it just discounts all of that.
Nope. Nope. But I hope it has a lasting impact, even maybe even more so now that the game is a little more available to a lot more people. So until Thursday, keep it real, keep it teal, keep it real teal. It's nice to say that. And again, we'll see you following Sharks and Flames. Then take care, Ian. Start packing your bags, buddy.
Yep.